The table tennis season witnessed a highly competitive season finale at the Racquet Centre in Tacarigua, where the Queen's Park Cricket Club did the double by taking the male and female super singles titles. But Ruskin Mark says outside of that, the tournament witnessed the emergence of some budding stars, which puts the spotlight on a solid footing.
This one was a classic case of youth battling experience, as Linda Potter-Boudin took on the under-15 champ Sharia Mirage, the southpaw from Carnage Blasters. We pick it up in the third set, tied at 1 apiece, and Boudin closing in on the third, leading by 3 late at 10-7. But the talented Mirage would hang around as she picked up points at crucial stages to make a more experienced opponent work for her rewards. But Boudin always had answers, as she used that experience to good effect and clinched the third set 11-9 for a 2-1 lead heading to the fourth. There, they were level pegging in the earlies and were tied at 5, with Mirage holding her own. But Boudin would again find ways to pull away from her younger opponent, using this long rally to make it 6-5. She would up the tempo after that and started to pull away. This gap in experience was the main difference, as Boudin has seen it all and used the long rallies to push Mirage around the table before hitting the winning shots or forcing errors from her younger opponent. But Mirage more than announced herself on the big stage and shows that she will be a force in the not too distant future. But on this night, it was all about Boudin, who would prevail at the fourth 11-8 to clinch the match 3-1 to finish third in the tournament. Another interesting clash saw the experienced Aaron Edwards up against Luca Young in black, and they put on a show. They were tied at 1 apiece, and in the third set it was Edwards who surged ahead early and led 83 after a bad miss by Young. He used his serve to telling effect, imparting a fair amount of spin that kept Young off balance. But Young of Blasters had his eyes on the prize and stayed in touch as best he could. But Edwards would find some of his big sister Elena's form and storm back to take it at 10-6 before he eventually closed out the set at 11-6 for a 2-1 advantage. Now tied at 2 sets all, with Young taking the fourth 12-10 and leading a determined Edwards 8-7 after this fine piece of work by Edwards of Queen's Park. But Young would drop the hammer after that and sail through the rest of the week. There was nothing Edwards tried that worked, and Young celebrated a big win. He won the fifth and deciding set 11-8 for a 3-2 final score, which helped him to a fourth place finish in the super singles event. Ruskin Mark, GDT Sports.